Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I didn't really thought I would ever actually make another video of this particular series because I just feel getting into celebrity drama I think is really overrated, and so many news outlets overdo it with reporting, but there's only a few I personally watch, which is Clever and also with E-News. But even with E-News I don't really watch anymore. But anyway, welcome back to a celebrity blah blah blah. The reason why I call it blah 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 because all that is yakety yakety yak. But this is surprises me just as it surprises you. But the reason why I decided to do a few videos, which I'm going to be doing for you guys, because there's a lot of talk around Ariana Grande's engagement, which this video is going to be about, but also the next one is also going to be about Kylie Jenner one, which I'm only going to generally talk about, just as I'm going to be doing with this one, even though I wrote some paragraph about it. So we all know that Ariana Grande is recently engaged to Pete from Saturday Night Live, which is an American TV show that we all know, and they've only been really dating for 2 weeks. Yes, only 2 weeks. Now, I don't know why there is such a rush in marrying each other. It's just really, really weird for me to really see someone who is so beautiful, so talented, only just got into a beautiful new relationship. It's just like this, yep, we're now engaged. Am I the only one that's seeing a Chloe and Lamar sort of thing happening here? Because that's what it feels like to me, that's sort of relating to. But as we all know, pretty much over this past year that Ariana Grande had such a traumatic year, especially with everything that happened in Manchester and the after events of it. Like, she has spoken about how she is suffering from PTSD and anxiety, possible depression, and other mental illness related problems as you go through a very traumatic basically event. And I personally know how that feels with everything that happened to me when I was a child. I remember like that. Hang on. And it's not something that goes away straight away. It takes time and a lot of things as well to get better from. And I feel like she is definitely dealing with that from last year. And as we all know, about probably a few weeks ago or months ago, that her and Mac Miller broke up because he was dealing with his own personal issues, and Ariana just could not deal with it anymore. And I absolutely understand if a relationship is not working out for someone, that was obviously you're just going to get out of it. And which I commend on her for doing that, because if someone's not willing to fix themselves, then the relationship becomes very incredibly toxic. And I'm proud of her for getting out of it. One of the things that really worries me about her becoming really engaged really quickly, and this is something I've noticed over the years, is that she's never been single longer than probably maybe 6 months to something like that. And this is going off the top of my head, but I am definitely happy for her. I definitely am. I just feel that there's a lot of shit that went down last year for her that I feel like she still needs to heal from. She needs to learn how to be single first before getting into another relationship. And that's how very incredibly fast that I personally feel about. Not only that it just feels like that she's not letting herself be who she wants to be. And one of the things that I really love about so many musical artists is that every time when they make a new album, it's basically a new them, a new beginning, a new amazing journey. And even though that really soon we're going to hear her new music, which I'm very excited for, and one of the biggest reasons why I became such a fan of her was because of Dangerous Woman was such a powerful album, and I've loved it ever since. I just feel like that she needs to learn to not only learn how to be single, but also learn how to basically love herself. And we all know that she loves herself, which is absolutely fine. But I just feel like that she's moving way too quickly on this relationship. And on my perspective as well, we should all know who we fall in love with and get to know that person and get to know his family or her family, and to be able to really learn about the person who we really, really want to spend the rest of our lives together. And the reason why I mentioned what's her name, Chloe and Lamar, because we all know they basically have already been dating for about a few weeks up to a month, and then in about 9 days they got married. And we all know how that turned out. Even though it was, I think it was only beautiful for 2 years, and then everything came crashing down with everything with Lamar's career, everything that happened in their marriage. And we do see that play out on the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I think from what season? I think from the end of their Chloe and Lamar season until season particular 9 or 10, between those 2 seasons, that we see the relationship just crumble. And we do see that, which makes me so horrible for Chloe and Lamar, because I was rooting for them, even though it was very sudden, like definitely how this situation is at the moment. I just feel like that they just are too young. And a lot of people are probably gonna look at me and probably thinking, so how is this any of your business? How is that any of your business? And that is a very true fact. There's a lot of reason why, the reason why I stopped the series is because I was over the gossip. But with this situation, I just feel that she needs to learn how to be herself. And she is, absolutely. It just feels like she's coping it with what happened last year in a massive different way. Like, she's already been through so many relationships throughout her time with Disney, after Disney, and then how she is now. I just feel like that I've only known her to be in relationships, but what about her being on her own? There's nothing wrong with that. And I think that's something that she really does need to learn. And she's only 24 years old, which is, a lot of people would say 24 is a reasonable age to get married. Absolutely. And that's absolutely your opinion. My opinion is, and this is the reason why I'm doing this video, just to broaden out on why I feel like this. And because 1, yes, very too young, in my opinion, of course. 2, they've already been together for 2 weeks, which could possibly maybe be longer than 2 weeks. It just depends on how long they actually have been together, of course. And it could even not be 2 weeks. It could be longer than that. We will never know that. But the main thing is that, yes, she's happy. Great. They're not in a big rush to get married, which when I read that, I was so happy to hear. But she just needs to learn for what she does want to do. What she wants to do with her career, everything. And most likely, this last 2 minutes are going to be very confusing for you. It always is. But the main thing, and I'm going to close this out because this is the last time I'm ever going to talk about it, because after this I'm going to reply onto a comment, because my point is my point. Like I said, because usually I like to get the last end of things, and after this one I'm not replying anymore. It's good that she's happy. Tick. Maybe not so much for when it comes to the engagement part. That's sort of, I'm still going to be a little bit up and down for. But the good thing is that they're not in a rush. I'd rather them get to know each other more, maybe wait a year, but they should get to know each other more. And we all know that. So that's all I'm going to say on that particular subject, because I can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about this. But to Ariana Grande, sorry if I pronounced your last name right. I'm really shit when it comes to names. But I'm happy that you're happy. Please take your time with this engagement. Not only that, please don't be in a rush to get married. Take your time into knowing this beautiful young gentleman. And to see where it takes you. But that's what I'm going to talk about with this particular video. Remember, I'm going to check on the recent video that I recently uploaded. I will chuck up the link to this playlist so you can see all the other celebrity blah blah blahs that I posted on this channel. The link will not be down below, I took it out, but it will be on this video and also the next video. Not only that, but go down below to where all my social medias are, including my website and all the series that I do post on this channel. This is going to be a very long video for you guys, and to everyone who actually watches this video, thank you. But anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for joining me for this video, and I'll catch you all soon.